Hey everybody, I thought I'd do a little share of my island that I've created. Um, this is the world map or island map, if you can call it that. And we started on this small island, and there's actually a lot to see. A lot of things in the distance. There are some other islands. Some people have already seen the statue I built. So yeah, we're gonna fly around with a lighter a bit and have a look-see around to see what's on the island and what's it about. Over here is my tree farm, or farm tree rather. As you can see, it's quite tall, and we have some tree farms around it, but there are farms growing outside the tree or out of the tree, which I think was quite a nice idea, nice touch. And then, as I said, we have some tree farms here, and then this is the castle or keep or whatever you want to call it, with this nice tower. Here's some islands for gibbons and goblins. And this is the back of the palace thing. There's a nice roof bit, and then yeah, some buildings, some farms, some housing, and at the bottom here we have the rainbow tunnel that takes you from the bottom floor up to the top, and a mob farm, regular old vanilla mob farm. And this is the bottom of the island in action. Oh boy, bonked my head there. And this one is still working, all of them are still working. This was a project, or is a project in working, so in sneak peek there. And we can land down here and we can get a better view of all the buildings. So this is the main house, the one I use for all my items and living and working and all that stuff. It has a nice upstairs bit over here, some storage up here, and more storage with an attic type thing. You can get up here. Handy dandy. If you come in here, there's a nice balcony that can have some things. And we have a village trader hall where we can do some trading with villagers. And this will become the create lab, where we'll be doing some create mechanisms. This is a water wheel. It came out not perfectly, but quite well. Don't know if I'm going to be able to get onto the wall here easily to show you properly. Let's drop in like this, and booyah. So it's a bunch of water wheels stacked on top of one another, and with this view you can really see what the intention was. Each layer goes into different color, thank you Phantom, and then it goes down and there's a water wheel. So underneath I have gears connected and shafts, so I have some tap points for things to take rotational force from the bottom and goes through gearboxes and cogwheels. And yeah, we have some things working here. Mix over here, a press that can press ingots into sheets, and then a crushing wheel that can kill you, and the auto fisher that has caught some fish. Currently there's no fishing rods in place, so that's why it's just going on a loop. So a lot of space for improvement here. And then this is the palace, very barren and very empty, and a back wall that's still missing. Some furnishings has been placed inside. We have some trophies. We have a photo of a friend's base, and we're gonna build and expand. And at the back here is that shield window. I will show it again. We have some nice columns in here, some nice windows, more floors, more windows. What a view. I really enjoy. Okay, this one's a bit high, but there's most probably going to be a platform or something where you can stand on top and look out the window, or maybe it will be like a library We have bookshelves, and then you can have a walkway on top of the bookshelves. I'll see what I do. Ideas are popping in my head, but there's a statue in the distance, and columns. The columns were a bit tricky to build, especially with the pattern going up, orientation of all the blocks. And this is the top of the tower with lanterns hanging here, cat's hiding spot, one of the frames, and she made a cute little picnic area where you can have a, shouldn't stand on the cake, should I? We can have a nice view of the island and the buildings. That's a quick tour. There will be future expansions and future builds that I can bring up to date. If you're curious, let me know. But some things you have to appreciate by getting up close and personal. For instance, the statue, it's big. it's really big, and you have to pay attention to the detail and the leveling that went in. And some of it were challenges, especially when you get at this leg area where you have to combine 2 layers and add a third and fourth layer to those 2 layers. It was a challenge, but I managed to do that. And then that's a detail on the sword. I think it came out very, very, very nicely. Some eyeballs, the helmet that it's wearing. Yeah, I'm quite proud. I'm not sure if I'm allowed to be, but maybe I am allowed to be. Some creative genius went into all of this, in my opinion. There's the window, and then you have this, I'm gonna miss, this little hole that you can dash through the tower, go in and out if you aim nicely. Yeah, I'm quite happy and quite proud that I've able to build this. And over here, these 2 islands, the one is for ice farm or ice lake, and in here I do spawns of the wither boss to farm the wither boss. So that's my build so far. Some nice details on some of the stuff, nice windows, nice lanterns hanging, some details, some different shaped roofs. At the back here is going to be some small garden areas that I'm still busy designing and creating. I love the arches that I placed in here to give some structural strength, and even the one that's going up top there, it really adds character to the buildings. And then this small hut is just a processing and storage facility with my companions of vault hunters, quite a few of them with their abilities and levels. So yeah, questions, comments, feel free. Love to build, love to play Minecraft, and love to give it to you guys.